First, we examine Triple H's accusation of racism. Today's top story examines a troubling Instagram comment from WWE star MVP. MVP is not shy about his WWE status. This week, the former US champion revealed on his Instagram that Triple H had the ability to bring the H business back together, but ultimately chose not to. The H business was one of the most well-liked stables of the previous 10 years, and their return to the screen would have been warmly received by all. In an exchange in the comment section of MVP's Instagram post, the former US champion discussed Triple H, and MVP made a shocking revelation. One fan said that Triple H's mistake is emasculating black men. MVP would respond, "You see, it goes without saying that this is a terrible look for Triple H and WWE," to which I would answer, "I really hate it." Since MVP is still bound by his WWE contract and hasn't appeared on TV in a while, it would be fascinating to see if Triple H and WWE address MVP's comment in public or if it is handled behind closed doors. We'll keep you guys updated if any additional information about this important story becomes available, as usual. Next was Chad Gable, who was shot in the head. What's going on with Chad Gable? This week, the White Six attacked him on Raw, and because of his critical condition, he was removed from a scheduled Money in the Bank qualifier. Based on Gable's injuries, it appeared that he had been shot in the side of his head. In an odd move, fans were even posting memes wishing him a rest in peace on social media. It's important to note that Pierce's former account has been hacked for the majority of the week, and his most recent tweet was no different as it featured strange interference. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce said on X during Smackdown this week that Gable has been miraculously approved to wrestle. Then, yesterday, Pearce returned to X to address the allegations that Gable was shot in the head. Despite the many people who illogically claim that Gable was shot in the head, Gable's perseverance and fortitude are evident in his medical clearance following last Monday. Dumb fans are theorizing that Pierce has been possessed by a member of the W6, and that this is how the faction will infiltrate Raw in the upcoming weeks. A new update has been released on CM Punk's hospitalization, as the situation has gotten worse. Paul Heyman, the friend and former manager of CM Punk, has responded to this sad circumstance. In today's video, we'll give you all the newest information on CM Punk, as fans are curious about the real story behind his hospitalization. Following a vicious assault on Smackdown by Drew McIntyre, CM Punk is in the hospital. Doctors treated CM Punk right away following the attack. Because of how bad things were, they had to put him on a stretcher, put a neck brace on him, and take him to the hospital emergency department. Paul Heyman used to be the manager of CM Punk. Paul Heyman stayed connected with CM Punk even after he moved to AEW after leaving WWE to compete in the UFC. Paul Heyman has actually declared that CM Punk is his best friend. Now that CM Punk is back in the WWE, these closest buddies can get back together and resume their professional connection. Some may wonder why Heyman, who manages Roman Reigns at the moment, would have anything to do with CM Punk. Roman is not coming back to WWE, according to Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman remarked to CM Punk during Smackdown, "Take me with you." In an intense moment, Heyman gave CM Punk a hug and opened up to him about how much he loved him. They might get back together, but CM Punk's hospitalization is a hindrance. Given their close friendship, Paul Heyman must be finding this very tough. After CM Punk was admitted to the hospital, some odd films appeared online, as you may have seen or heard. What can be said, nevertheless, regarding such strange videos? Do they exist or are they fake? We have some major updates regarding those videos, as well as a devastating update regarding CM Punk's health. Now, let's get started. Watch the following video. Look at the driver, the car has slowed. Fans claim that it's CM Punk. The video was filmed an hour or two after CM Punk was purportedly brought to the hospital, which is the issue. It is not possible for CM Punk to be driving a car out of the arena parking lot in front of spectators if he was brought to the hospital in an ambulance. First of all, it would shatter the illusion. Secondly, he would not have had enough time to drive out, return from the hospital, and go. In addition, he was most likely suffering from a concussion and would not be permitted to drive given his state. He was not allowed to drive by anyone. The most important query is CM Punk truly driving? There is never a clear shot of CM Punk in the hazy footage. This is allegedly the exact vehicle that CM Punk drives in his hometown of Chicago. Well, this car looks just like CM Punk. It drives just like CM Punk, others remark. It's CM Punk. The issue is that we never get a clear shot. Take a look at this fuzzy image. We're not sure who that individual driving is that you see. Who is this man, if he is one? Nowadays, a lot of fans think that CM Punk is not the driver in this video. Those who saw the footage online and who saw this happen in the parking lot were misled. CM Punk being loaded into the ambulance of Smackdown appears to be the real deal, not this hazy footage of someone pulling out of the arena parking lot. What is CM Punk's present status if, as WWE has revealed, he is in the hospital? We now have an update on CM Punk's condition, and regrettably, things have taken a fatal turn. Many are worried that CM Punk may end up in the hospital once more, particularly in light of the incident that occurred during the Royal Rumble involving Drew McIntyre. Many people are worried that CM Punk's career may be coming to an end as a result of this latest attack. With numerous injuries and approaching 50 years old, CM Punk's health is not good. There are reports that CM Punk's hospital condition has gotten worse. The precise nature of the injuries he received from Drew McIntyre is now unknown, but they are serious enough to require hospitalization, and since his first admission, his health has gotten worse. CM Punk's face and head were a bloody mess, so it appears that most of the damage was to his head. He may have internal injuries or a re-injured shoulder. Given the severity of head injuries, it's possible that Paul Heyman is currently by CM Punk's side in the hospital, doing everything in his power to aid in his friend's recovery from the horrific attack. What do you think of the unfortunate news that CM Punk is still in the hospital, as well as the hug between CM Punk and Paul Heyman? Post a comment and express your thoughts. Next up, the real reason MJF resigned with AEW. And although there were rumors that MJF would potentially sign with WWE, the former All-World Champion eventually decided to resign with AEW and return to the company in relation as to why he made this bold decision. We now know, thanks to a recent interview with Fox 5, look, it was a very easy decision for me, mainly because Tony is paying me an exorbitant amount of money. But outside of that, I also believe in AEW. I believe that that's where the best wrestle. I believe that's where we have some of the most top-tier elite talent you see in the world today. This is a great answer as it blurs the lines between KF and reality. MJF is without question one of Oz's biggest stars, and it would have been a major blow if MJF decided to leave the company and sign with their competitor. While Sam Jeff isn't heading to the WWE in the immediate future, there is still the possibility that he has a run in the promotion during the swan song portion of his career. MJF has a genuine friendship with the face of WWE, Cody Rhodes, so this will likely positively influence MJF debuting for WWE down the line. Bad news for Cody Rhodes is up next. A headline by Cody Rhodes. Following their triumph over Shinsuke Nakamura at Friday night's WWE Live event in Bloomington, Rhodes gave a promo to the in-person audience, during which the WWE Champion disclosed that he had fractured 2 ribs. I wanted to share a little insider information with you, Bloomington. Last night, I broke my ribs, and the backstage thought, well, you can take off, Bloomington. You can take off, Kaza. You can even take off next Friday, where the story began in 1978, New York City. My response to that was 100%. Hell no. It's not obvious if this is a cave injury. And it's possible that RHS is offering the brutal beatdown from the upcoming Jacob F2 film. According to reports this past week, the WWE Champion's plans include a SummerSlam showdown with Solo Sikoa in less than 2 weeks. Given Rhodes' current TV storyline, it's possible that Rhodes won't defend on the PL card. In that case, it would make sense for Rhodes to team up with Kevin Owens and Randy to take on the 3 members of the Bloodline. This would be a fantastic match for Jacob Fatu, and it would help lay the groundwork for Rhodes versus AO at SummerSlam. Fans haven't exactly been kind to the idea of Rhodes versus AOA at SummerSlam. They've been wondering if Sikoa is truly ready, so the WWE will have a difficult time persuading them that Rhodes versus Sikoa is a big enough match for one of their biggest matches of the year. Would you guys like to see Sikoa versus Rhodes? Let us know in the comment section below.